National preachers that I have in the bounds of North America. Everywhere you hear him, listen to him. Everywhere you see him, look at him. Everywhere he advised you to go, go. Everywhere he advised you to stay from, stay from. So we are thankful to Allah for this great helper of mine, Minister Farrakhan. And I say continue to hear our Minister Farrakhan.
Is this Black History Month? Why did they give you a month? Isn't it true that they gave you a month to study up on your history? And every day of the year you're reading theirs? How can you be justified in studying your history for 1 month when time doesn't even show when you began on the planet? How can you be justified in reading white folks' history, which is a moment in time, and leaving your own history unread? And what you study for this week is not really your history. You're just studying the accomplishments of a slave who made it under the oppression of his master while he still wears the name of his master. So he's not yet making any history. This is his accomplishments in the history of white people. You agree? Yes, sir. All right. Likewise, when you saw the work of moral reform, when you saw the schools, when you saw the farms and the factories and the things that Elijah Muhammad was doing, when you agreed with that, indirectly you were saying, I love his philosophy and teachings. What did his ideas and this synthesis concretized in a programmatic way called the Nation of Islam, what did it do for black America? Listen. Before the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the word Negro was the common word, or colored people. With the advent of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his unique perspective on the history of the black man, he opened up our minds to who and what we were, not only in the cotton patches of Georgia, but beyond the Mayflower. And not just beyond the Mayflower, but back to the pyramids and the Sphinx and the buried civilizations under the sands of Africa. But not only there, he took us back into the rocks of the earth, and then he took us into the stars, and then he took us beyond the time when there was no sun, there was no moon, there was no star, and yet we were there. Even though many black people didn't agree with all of this deep history that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was giving us, it opened their hearts. And they began to research the black man's history, and a wave of black consciousness swept America. A wave of black pride swept America. And you could hear a man like James Brown say, I'm black and I'm proud. But that, you can't take the beauty of James Brown saying, I'm black and I'm proud. You can't take the beauty of Jimmy Baldwin writing Fire Next Time and Nobody Knows My Name. You can't take the beauty of John Killens and these great historians without saying, who made it possible? You love the fruit, but let me show you the tree. praise is due to Allah. Beloved, this black consciousness, this black pride was so embedded in our young people that as they went to the schools and colleges and universities, they demanded to know more about themselves. And so black studies was born on the campuses of America due to the message of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This programmatic thrust that was called the Nation of Islam, it gave the world Malcolm X. And the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad indirectly through Malcolm X touched every segment of black life. The teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad affected the writers, the poets, the artists, the dancers. He affected the persons in business. Everything that was in black America was touched by the word of Elijah Muhammad through his ministers, through his students, through his followers. We affected the black church. In our argument with the preachers would go home and study, and they would have to bring a better message to their flock because of the presence of God in the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.